You are listening to DC On Screen.
Welcome into DC On Screen, number 781. I am your host, David C. Roberson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hello.
And it's been a little while since we've done a news episode. You would think there would be more, but no.
No, not really. No. The holidays happened. I think Gunn went on vacation there for a second.
Yeah.
Time passed at a, I don't know, pretty slow clip there in the news world.
Yeah, which is great because I've had a ton of Starfleet Academy stuff going on. Star Trek universe has been hopping for a minute. Mm-hmm.
You took a couple of sick vacations there. You traveled to a couple of other sick destinations.
Yeah, I was sick for a little while. I was sick for like a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you mixed it up too. It's
starting
you didn't just stick with like one thing and really plow into some flu. You were like, I'll do a little bit of flu.
Well,
a little common cold. Just a little strip in there for flavor.
All right. Yeah. Just pop over to the flu bar, check out what they had. Mm-hmm. Sweet and sour chicken, turns out. And oddly,
somebody comes around, shots.
They still had sneeze guards.
Yeah. Oh.
But
well-worn sneeze guards. There's a phrase that should quiver any stomach.
Mm-hmm. They're not made out of acrylic or glass like you're used to. They're actually made. You know how you get when you were in school, you get the notebook paper and you just crumple it up and pull it back open and then crumple it up and pull it until it was just like fucking gossamer. It was like a fucking Kleenex.
Yeah.
That's what the sneeze guard is made out of at the flu salad bar or the buffet bar. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. But you know what? We did
general public safety food concerns at that point.
But last
PSA salad bars can be nasty.
They are.
Go to a trusted food source for your food, for your salad bars, guys.
Yeah. And if you weren't paying attention last week, we did happen to finally get our interview with Chuck from Kentucky out, the man who saw Batgirl, the canceled Batgirl film.
The canceled, the deleted, the largely scrubbed Batgirl.
Mm-hmm. And that was super interesting and fun. I think that episode ran about an hour 30, but even more likely that you missed was over on Patreon. We put up the 4-hour 4K video version of our conversation.
A concerningly long edit.
Yeah. It was basically no edit.
Yes, yeah.
We talked about everything from, chat GPTs and inadequacies to orgies to old Hollywood history. Like we went wild on that one. So that one's up for the $5 patrons. And thank you to all of our patrons for sticking with us through this like month and a half of lack, basically. Mm-hmm. So let's get to the news. It's 10:18 p.m. and I'm already a little tired. So
so right back into it.
First up, I feel bad now for laughing into this news. Bud Cort died.
Oh, of course. Remind me.
Voice of I was just going to go into it. I wasn't going to out you as not knowing who it was. I knew you didn't know who it was. No. You don't know anybody.
I rarely do, but I at least recognize the name. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Remind me. It's ringing a bell, but it's a faint one, unfortunately.
He was Josiah Wormwood on Batman the Animated Series, and he was Toyman on Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, and Static Shock. So he did a lot of animated stuff, so you probably knew his voice.
It's probably just that I've seen his voice in a lot of animated credits.
I knew him from Harold and Maude. Mm-hmm. I knew him from the movie MASH, Private Boone, and I knew him from, weirdly, a TV movie that was meant to be a pilot. I think it wound up being a put pilot, and they didn't take it to series, but a sequel, not to the other sequels, but a sequel to the original Psycho, where he was in the mental institution with Norman Bates, and he gets out, and Norman died and leaves him the fucking motel.
That was why.
I did know him from that as well. And I was annoyed that it ignored
was.
the sequels, the Psycho sequels.
It was oh yeah, that would be. It was the Dogma. He's I don't remember. Is he God?
No, Alanis Morissette is God in Dogma.
Yeah, she is at the end. I don't remember the plot of Dogma enough to just see it, to remember if his interpretation there at the beginning is like a mislead or if he really is a version or whatever, but he's kind of playing something that I'm supposed to interpret as God.
Oh yeah, he was very briefly, for sure.
He gets beaten up by the little demon skater kids.
I forgot that part even happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like God like hanging out in Bud Cort's body playing skee ball. Absolutely.
He's just out there feeding some pigeons and having a good day on the pier, and then these little hooligans.
Yeah, totally, man. Good call. Good call.
Went off him. Nah, it wasn't my call. That's why I recognized the name. I'd run across that somewhere. I think it was like Kevin Smith had said like, "Oh man, Bud Cort, man." I worked with him for a second. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Anyway. Sad news to start the show off with, but I didn't want to finish it with sad news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just rock it right through it.
Yeah. So we got we've missed a lot of news. Well, not like a lot, but like there's going to be stuff in here that's like, God, y'all didn't fucking talk about that already? Because I know I had like a few instances where I was like, God, I didn't fucking talk about this already. I had to go back to the last episode and look at this. No, we didn't fucking
I'll be damned. No, we didn't.
Yeah. We got that Supergirl meets Lobo TV spot where we finally got to see Momoa like full on for a second, like ride out on his bike. That was dope.
It was sexy.
Don't know what else to say about it. Like she's,
dope will do.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I mean, yeah, it met all expectations. Like, yay, Jason Momoa as Lobo, like as he's always fucking been, right?
That may be a glowing, kind of perfect way to put it. Met all expectations.
Yeah,
because in its own way, it's effusive. Whatever you were thinking it happened, however good it might have been, it was there.
Yeah, it
was there. You're covered. It's there. It's right there.
It's one of those things, and we were doing this show when Snyder released the first picture of Aquaman. Yeah. And I would be shocked if on that episode I didn't go, this looks like fucking Lobo cosplaying Aquaman. Like, the fuck is this? Yeah. And we got another little for the Super Bowl, for the Puppy Bowl, I should say, another little snippet of Supergirl or Kara walking with the other Kryptonians of Argo City, and she comes across the puppy Krypto, and that's just cute as fuck, dude. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. They put out this stupid poster of like little puppy Krypto with a giant collar hanging off of him. It says "Watch Out, Universe." I am gonna be so pissed if they actually kill Krypto in this fucking movie.
Oh, I know. There's just a British producer I've run across a lot, named Owen Cutts, who has this real over enthusiastic way of being like, "Oh, you dumb, oh, you dense, you can't do that," when he's like being super excited about something.
Yeah.
I heard his voice in my head when I saw this dog. "Are you dumb? You can't make a dog that cute. Are you fucking serious?" Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill someone if that dog doesn't make it in and out of this movie. I don't, and I hate to put it so bluntly, I just don't know what else I'll have at my disposal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be heartbreaking in a way that I'm not ready for.
I'm like, Gunny, what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to have a borderline immortal fucking dog.
Yeah.
Because you can't do this. You're still on thin ice.
Yeah. I know. I mean, like, truly, if I could just pull, it'd be like, "Hey, just let me get you at the party for a second, real quick. All right, just quick talk. Look, look. I know that you giveth and you can taketh away. I understand.
We comprehend your power.
I get it.
There's no need to display it.
I'm just humbly begging, really." Spare the dog. Sir, just spare the dog.
I'm telling you, man.
Spare the mutt. Spread the word, good sir.
That fucking dog dies. You're gonna see video of people carrying James Gunn to an unspecified location as he screams, "What is the charge, sir?
Yeah.
Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Yeah. It's going to be
This is democracy manifest."
body surfing through a row of people with Krypto shirts on, just crying their eyes off.
Yeah. You know that clip, right?
Oh, God, yes.
Look up, if you haven't seen it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the clip Democracy Manifest or Succulent Chinese Meal. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the guy getting arrested for credit card fraud.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
And, I've run across, there's a fair amount of this still going around, and I want to just say something about it. The rough idea that you could be like thinking to yourself, oh, yeah, that's been around forever. Of course, everyone's seen it. No, they haven't.
Yeah.
No, they haven't. There's too much shit around, and no one can keep up. Someone hadn't seen that damn thing.
Yeah. No,
just let them go see it.
If you haven't seen it, you must.
Yeah,
he really tells the cop, he's like, something like, "Good work on that headlock. I see you know your judo well."
Give some tips, yeah. See, you learned your lessons at the judo factory, sir. Oh.
Get your hand off my
hero.
penis.
Yeah, how's he doing? I wonder how that guy is.
Oh, I don't know. That happened a lot. I think he died because that happened like
dead,
a really long time ago.
It is. The footage is a bit 90s. The footage in my head feels a bit grainy.
Yeah, as they're cramming him into the car, he's like, "And you, sir, are you here to receive my limp penis? How dare you?"
Oh, I forgot about receive.
Oh, fuck. It's so funny.
That's another good point. Just go remind yourself about this video. Anyway, all right.
I watch it like every day.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking with variety,
Right.
Gunn was talking about what we can expect from Woman of Tomorrow. And he says, "We are not adapting Woman of Tomorrow religiously. We're taking elements of it. The tone and the general approach and the structure are inspired by it, but we are not telling that story." I mean, for anyone who watches comic book movies, that should be very clear.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to say that.
Although I feel like it's going to stick to it more than like it's the kind of thing where you say it because most of what you're saying is not true is kind of roughly true. Like, I've already seen enough in the trailer to know that you pulled a fair amount from this book.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm looking at Ruthie.
Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of stuff that's in the book. Now, this better not be your first hint that the part we're not going to follow is the part where Krypto gets up.
Right.
Can we start a fan? Let's do it.
That's what I was saying.
Everyone rip the page out of your copy of One of Tomorrow where he survives. Mail it physically to Gunn.
Mm-hmm. We
with a little please and a giant emoji crying eye thingy.
Yeah. Don't let Krypto's life be as different as Krem.
Yeah.
We don't have to have Krem look like 2010 Conan.
That'd be funny. If we get word, if someone's finally let slip the news that that in an early screening or something they found out Krypto does die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess we can all give ourselves hope that it's a comic book and he'll be back. But anyway, screw that. So let's say that he does actually get killed in this fight, and we find out in time before the real air date.
Uh-huh.
So I guess here in a couple months. If we find out in time, we'll all write him letters and say, like, listen. Change it in time for the date, and I'll go adopt the dog. The movie comes out 6/26/26, 6/27/26. I will be at the shelter.
Yeah.
If you keep Krypto alive, I'll make you that promise right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which for me would be wildly irresponsible, but still.
You saying that holding out hope, it being a comic book movie that somehow Krypto survives, even if he does die. Did you? Yeah, it reminds me of the Robot Chicken. I think it's the second special, DC Comics special, where they're having a fucking funeral for Green Arrow.
Oh yeah, and he just keeps showing up.
Well, there's like Batman just gets up. He's like, enough of this bullshit. Like we have a funeral every fucking week for these people. Like everybody in here has been back, like so dead and back again, dead and back again. Just raise your hand if you died in the last 5 months or something like that. And then it just cuts to like Green Arrow in the back raising his hand.
Yeah. That's great.
Funny though that you mentioned the test screenings, because they did do. There are reports now, people reporting on the Supergirl test screenings.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've said that it has a much darker tone than Superman. It focuses on a human trafficking story. It's way more violent. It has better cinematography than Superman, apparently. It supposedly includes a scene that rivals Daredevil's hallway fight scene.
Ooh. Okay. So up until that point, I was going to say I have not heard anything yet that wasn't abundantly clear from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Those shots looked amazing. We know it was dark. She even says he sees the good in everybody. I see the truth.
Yeah. And
then she smacks the fuck out of a bunch of people. So like, come on. But, hallway fight scene rival.
Mm-hmm.
That's sexy.
Yeah, this person pointed out that it's a scene that rivals the one in the Daredevil's hallway fight scene and the Guardians of the Galaxy. So those both have some good oneers. Also reports that Momoa's Lobo has a quote-unquote substantial role that is quote-unquote crucial for the ending. I'm down.
I'm down. Yeah.
You know, Momoa keeps saying he's barely in it, but that could be a lie. NDAs, y'all. NDAs.
It could be. He might. I mean, is he saying barely compared to the amount that he wanted to be in it?
I don't know.
Or barely like actual screen time? Because like he would just be Lobo if he could.
Mm-hmm. I think he is anyway.
Yeah.
It says overall there is said to be a perfect balance of humor, darkness, and lightness. Apparently, the one person said the redesigned Krem of the Yellow Hills is extremely menacing and a tremendous villain. And then another source, Cryptic 4K Qual, said that his two separate sources said that Krem was lame and underwhelming. But overall, it seems like is very positive. There was an insider who said it's basically bits of Superman 2025, Guardians Volume 3, Logan, Man of Steel, and The Last of Us mashed into one film without the R-rated elements. Whoever has seen it would probably understand my film choices. Krypto is Rocket, Kara is Joel or Logan. Okay,
I could get that. I could make sense of that.
Yeah, I think I can make sense of it, and I can be excited about that.
And I can be excited about it too, yeah.
If all of those things are in fact true. Grain of salt, y'all. You know.
Yeah. Those are good sounds. Am I remembering correctly from the book that Krem is not, he's not like a visually striking person. It's not like he's just a dude.
He literally looks like Ollie Queen with red hair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he is, like I said, he's 2010 Conan with the beard. Like,
and a much better workout regime. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the menacing part about him in the book is just the unwavering nature of what he's trying to accomplish here. Mm-hmm. You probably have a similar favorite line, but like my favorite line out of that book is I don't know if that counts as a spoiler, but he says, "I broke my back removing the weakness from this universe." Mm-hmm. Like, and this is as he's dying. I'm close to that line. If I'm not, I'm real close to it. Like that's as he's thinking about his life, like as he's maybe like in a life-threatening situation, when he's pondering his usefulness on this plane, mm-hmm. thinks to himself and says out loud, "I broke my back removing the weakness from this world." Like, what kind of person?
I don't really mind. I don't remember any lines from that book except for when Supergirl is gonna help that guy. I can't remember what he's doing, digging graves or something, and he said, "Why?" Like with tears in his eyes, like not understanding why someone would help someone else. That's what I always think of.
Yeah, that was touching. Yeah, there was. Yeah, that was touching. God, it's a good book.
It is.
Damn you, Tom King.
It's been a while though. I need to reread it.
But yeah, Krem, like that line just put a nice pin on it for me. It really, he's just unwavering. He wants nothing more than to punish the people who couldn't survive his existence. He is there to push, and if you didn't make it, that was as it was meant to be.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. There's no remorse. There's no making him feel bad because he feels good about it.
Yeah.
Like, he's not neutral. He's not doing this against his will. He genuinely believes his purpose is to make sure that you could survive him. Like, that's the scariest fucking thing I can imagine. The devil is literally a less scary thought. The devil's just some dude that had a bad day and has a weird job now. Compared.
I don't. I think it depends on the lore, but which mythology we're discussing specifically. But
I'm not trying to sum up too much of the Vatican's job for us here, but
because, like, you could also say like the devil is the guy is like, hey, I'm doomed to burn in a lake of fire, and I want to take as many of you motherfuckers as I can with me.
Yeah.
That's a little scarier than Krem.
Yeah, it can be, but
that version of the devil is the creme de la creme. Huh?
Yeah, true. You know what's actually true about, because Krem, from my remembrance of is not even like, I don't remember if he has any thoughts of the afterworld or anything like that. He's not even, because sometimes villains like this, their thought is like, better to reign in hell, and that's fine. We'll worry about all this. I'm going to be a lieutenant down there, and they have their eye on eternity. I don't even know if he did. I think he's just the most fanatic type of soldier. It's more frightening in a way. Like that's not a person you can't reason with it. I guess that's what's so scary about it. I feel like the rest of them I can have a talk with. Got something you can bargain with.
I'm going to be a lieutenant in hell. Of course, they're still predominantly British down there. They'll be calling me lieutenant. But
yeah.
They still welcome all Americans as, welcome, you're from the colonies.
Down there in HELL.
They released a new Lanterns logo. This was news. This was real news today that they released this. And I was like, it's the word lanterns. It's not even a logo.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
I think they
released the font.
I think it was fucking Helvetica.
Well, Helvetica, I'm excited too, but like, I don't know. Oh, I'm excited about the whole project, of course, but like, come on.
Yeah, I was excited to see that. They're putting something out there.
Yeah, still framed from anywhere in the show would have done though.
Yeah, just I'm fine with a reminder that the show is still fucking happening, because I swear to God, I forgot like last week.
Yeah.
I was like, what have we got? I guess we got fucking Supergirl. Oh, is that coming? I guess. Oh yeah, Clayface. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm sitting most of the time. I'm like, what do you mean it's 2026? What? When did 24 end? What?
I'm still adjusting.
Yeah, it's been hard.
The other day, I literally wrote 2023 on something, and then I was like, oh wait, that's not real.
That's a lifetime ago.
Yeah, this depressing. Getting old, kids.
Yeah.
As if children are listening to podcasts these days. I don't know what the fuck.
No, they are.
Children
They
are they?
Yeah. I mean, it's a range. I mean, anywhere from like 9, 10. I've heard. I mean, it just depends on when you have access. This is just one of the things that people listen to when they have access to things.
Okay. Well, look,
Spotify has podcasts now. A lot of kids have access to the Spotify that's on whatever account at their house. Yeah.
I guess so. I would, just out of curiosity, I'd love to be like, oh, if you're a teenager, write in. Don't fucking do that.
No.
Don't do that.
I am still a little bit curious, but like.
I mean, I'm curious. I'd like to know, but, You know, I don't want like to be like, oh, if you're a teenager, write in. Let me have access to your email.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not trying to do that.
That's the thing is there's no way to phrase that would not sound creepy in the current context of things.
No, the world has gone to fucking pedo hell. There's no way to be innocent about anything.
No.
Like fucking. Pediatricians are closing their doors for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't feel good about it today, Rose. Just put the close sign up.
Let's go out and do that thing where they lick their finger and point it in the wind and twist their wrist a little bit and see if they're open that day.
I don't know.
Can't smell it.
How's the wind?
Any kerosene or torches today, so we can open up.
How's the wind blowing there? I don't know. But there's a couple of guys in dark suits and sunglasses sitting in the parking lot, so I think no.
I think today we're a bakery.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Oh, we're not baking pizzas.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, Clayface. Hilariously, over on January 19th, someone asked Gunn if we're still far from seeing a trailer, and Gunn said, "I haven't even seen the film yet because James is still in the first cut." That's James Watkins, the director, and he did answer some follow-up questions. He says the director gets time to tweak the first cut before the producers weigh in. And then he also says Clayface is totally on track to make its September 2026 release date. Next bit of news we got for Clayface. It's the Clayface sets release date in October. So they pushed it back.
That's beautiful.
I think it was just like this will probably do better with Halloween shit. We're going to do something else here. I think they're really just...
What was the original date again?
September.
September? Okay.
Yeah. So, you know.
I mean, it's a reasonable push.
I don't really know what the point is. I saw
I don't either. I also wonder how much we're going to care about pushed dates going forward.
I don't care. I personally never cared, but
I kind of look. There was a moment in like the big theater days, you know, back when that mattered, when somebody actually like lost the early, shadow boxing chicken match about who was going to be on that weekend in May.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it meant something once, but it's been largely a curiosity for years now.
I honestly, I saw like a whole thread on Reddit of people going like, oh, this means this, and I guess Dune is staying where it is. And I just went, I'm too tired. I don't care.
Yeah. There's also, how like in the transition period, because I feel like this whole transition is going to apply really specifically to this. There are people with agendas on either end. Like, I mean, to some extent, the theater, right? I guess the flow through in theaters is slowing down in some capacity. I mean, your local theater probably ours is for sure. Wherever anyone else is sitting has probably got a bunch of weird showings of like re-airings and like an area. It's like some weird Christian movies that were locally made and some shit.
Right.
Our theaters have space and time for things. I mean.
They're like TARDISes.
Yeah. Anyway, like I just think like when you have the option to just be like, it'd be better just scoot it over towards Halloween. I don't know that it matters if you I don't think there's anything stopping you from just doing that these days.
Yeah, I don't know.
Part of me wonders why you didn't think that was, I don't know, I guess it can make sense. If you like didn't think it was quite so horror-y, and then as you're watching the cut, you're like, this really is more of a horror movie. Let's throw that over here.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but apparently they haven't, I think they're just fucking around trying to figure out where to fit everything. That's all I think.
Yeah. It's a bunch of moving pieces.
Yeah. Give it 10 years. We won't even be worried about the theater at all.
No. Also, Gunn's going to fuck up a few things here, y'all. I mean, like...
Oh.
He's
losing
gonna,
faith, are we?
No, I mean, just like he's gonna he's wearing a ton of hats. So, like, what if in the process of this he was like, you know what, I thought this would be the right date, but I think this is a better. Like, okay,
I think it's
It's a bunch of hats and hat transitions. Occasionally he's going to like wish he had done something differently later.
Yeah, maybe.
Be right.
It might not even be, that part might not even be him.
No, I mean, no, yeah, that one could not be. But I'm just saying, like, when you go move out of creative and move into the production, like, just producer role, like, that's a spot where, like, yeah, you could easily miss a few things. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he already has a couple things that he's second guessed. I mean,
sure.
I think he slow rolled the reveal in Peacemaker season 2 a little more than he wishes he had.
Yeah, maybe. Mr. Peeps tries on hats.
Right?
Do you remember that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's from Scrubs.
Oh, God.
I think it was like, what's her name? God. Whoever his baby mama was on that show was talking to Elliot, and they're discussing their sex lives with JD. And they're talking about like, something like, what's the most annoying thing JD does in bed or whatever. And the answer is he likes to play Mr. Peeps tries on hats.
Oh. That is rough, JD. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, like you've been in a marriage for a minute though, but like, yeah, there are moments where you just have.
That's not going to help me.
I know. It won't hit quite the same, but like there are moments where you think, "Oh, I've made myself undesirable in a way that I can't come back from."
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? You're like, there's no coming back from the shame.
Yeah, there's at least, a couple times, maybe one or two times a day. Me and my wife will be like, "Please still love me."
Yeah. I think in the movie, like, what is it? This is 40. Is that the movie?
Yeah, that is a movie.
I never saw the movie. There's just some line in the trailer where he says, where she says something about like, "Hey, we've done this, and this. Can we not leave some mystery to ourselves?" Because he's asking her to like look at some spot in his taint.
He's literally got his like asshole spread wide open with a magnifying glass, and she says, "Can we not leave some mystery in our marriage?" And he says, "I watched you give birth," and then he like just thrusts his whole asshole up.
Right. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's a funny bit.
You should watch it. It's a good one.
It looked good. I just never got around to it. That even that line from the trailer stuck with me though, and over the years it does seem a bit right. You just have moments where you're like, I don't understand how I would ever have sex with me again. I don't know what grace you have in you that you might consider such a thing in the future, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. And that one's that's a Knocked Up sequel.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, because their characters show came from Knocked Up.
Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. It's a Judette.
Look at that little universe early on.
Yeah. Over to Man of Tomorrow.
Back to our universe.
This was one of those where I was like, surely, we've talked about this. We have not talked about this, apparently.
Love it.
James Gunn confirmed Brainiac and confirmed that it was Lars Eidinger playing Brainiac in Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah. What do we know about him? Anything?
I copied this down from whatever website I was taking stuff from.
Uh-huh.
He's a tremendously gifted performer whose career has spanned several productions across the stage and screen. A majority of his credits are German films and TV shows, but he's also lent his talents to American projects like Tim Burton's Dumbo remake and multiple Noah Baumbach films. Regardless of which country he's working in, Eidinger has demonstrated impeccable range, proving he's capable of handling everything from historical drama to absurdist dark comedies.
Makes sense.
I don't know him from anything.
So I was going to say, like, so what I was really saying when I was saying, what do we know about him, was what do you know about him that you might inform me of? But
he looks
the answer practically and metaphorically is nothing.
Right. He can't, you know what? Honestly, like when I look at him, he looks like a very tall James Gunn. Like he's got like a James Gunn look to him.
I did. Let me pull him up again. I did see his face. Can you please spell his last name?
Eidinger.
Yep. There he is. There he is.
And he's kind of got like a Rob Reiner from All in the Family hairstyle in most of the pictures. By the way, how fucking sad was that shit? My God, we haven't talked about that at all.
Oh, just the Rob Reiner? Is that
Yeah, just all the Rob Reiner stuff. What the fuck?
Awful. Just awful from front to back.
My God. Anyway, Lars.
Unforgivably terrible thing that just sucks, and there's no good that can come from some shit. I remember, I don't know him from fucking anything.
I don't either.
Not a thing.
I don't think I've seen anything that he's in.
Not a one of them.
And it's weird because I have seen a lot of. I've seen Noah Baumbach films, but I don't know him. It's odd. It's odd when you come. I'm like, what fucking rock have I been living under?
No, I mean, your scope of these is far larger than mine. I'm usually way out, way out, way before this is ever a consideration for you. So, like, way familiar for me to be like, I don't know this guy, but.
Yeah, that's easy. That's clear. That's obvious for you. Like, I know Jason's not going to know anybody.
Yeah.
But me? I mean, I don't know a lot of people.
I mean, I just think it's going to go back to my earlier point about like these things are getting harder at a rate that we will not be able to keep up with.
Oh, yeah. We're in our 40s, man. We're just going to be like, I don't know. This is going to be my first time with him. I ain't going to try to figure it out. We'll see how we do.
We have the unique pleasure of being in our 40s at a time where actual information expanded in a way that was unprecedented in human history. So we're at a sweet spot where we are both getting old in a stereotype way and actually up against new shit that we've never had to deal with before.
But here's the thing, though.
Fun?
Here's the thing, though. My wife is she watches a lot of YouTube. She watches a lot of the entertainment stuff. And, I have talked to younger people, or I used to, back when I had a job that had a lot of young people there.
Yeah.
They didn't know who the fuck the young up-and-comers were either.
Right. Yeah.
There's too much now.
Only so much time of the day.
Yeah.
That's my my general take on it. Is only so much time of the day. This guy's a musician, apparently.
It was even bad when I was a teenager, because I would talk to other teenagers, and they didn't know who the fuck I was talking about, because I was like, well, you don't know Phil Hartman, you don't know whoever, or he's on Saturday Night Live right now. I don't watch that shit. I go out on Saturday night. Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what, you don't know who Gwen Paltrow is? Like, you don't watch fucking Shakespeare in Love? And they're like, no, we have fucking lives, Dave.
Yeah.
We're not sitting at home.
Things.
We're not sitting at home fucking making VHS tapes of Andy Richter Controls the Fucking Universe. You stupid sack of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Go play with your Star Trek tapes, you loser.
Which, I mean, yeah, but some of them asked to borrow those tapes later. None of them.
Matt.
At least one of those bastards would.
I mean, he was my Star Trek buddy.
Well, sure.
Yeah. He was busy, but, for a while he was interested in watching Enterprise.
right, of course. And it was a damn good, convenient collection.
It was.
At a time that was hard to actually find that kind of thing.
Dude, I was using Microsoft Word art to make the to like print off VHS covers for his tape collections that I was giving out. I tried to woo a girl with a tape collection of the first season of Andy Richter Controls the Universe, and because she said she wanted to watch it and she hadn't seen it yet, so like I was like, oh, I've got it, and then like I taped it off for her, and then she acted like I was a fucking weirdo. I was like, oh,
that's funny.
We were in a social setting, and you said you wanted to see this,
so I got it.
Fine. Sorry, I was thoughtful.
I apologize for interpreting the words with the meaning. No, there was a period in the 2000s where if you physically had in some capacity access to certain media, then that was a bargaining chip you could use to engineer social interactions. Yeah,
and that was all I had.
Yeah,
I had caustic quips and VHS tapes.
And some mad media library game is what I got.
I was like, would you like to see my Andy Griffith collection?
It really, like, to some extent, to some
The
extent,
color
what you were
episodes on the
saying.
bottom.
I mean, look, just to put it a certain way, to some extent, what you were basically saying was like, hey, would you like to come over and watch me make fun of this exhaustive collection of media that I've memorized? And enjoy that with me?
Yeah.
And that brings us to where we are today, in a way.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
These things have a way of working out.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, by the way, my wife, I find hard to find media for her all the time, and she is thrilled.
Oh, yeah.
So, fuck that stupid girl.
Yeah. A skill set that you're proud really does have some continuing value for you now.
Yeah. The other day I was like, hey, guess what? I found you the German version of fucking Neverending Story. It's extended and has a score instead of a fucking needle drop.
Yeah.
Why? Because I care.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We really, I mean, just the idea of a mixtape went so far at some point.
It did.
It really got into some serious shit.
And yeah, it definitely had, there was something about it. There was a lore to the idea of the mixtape. And then I was already aware of it. And then right before college, I saw High Fidelity. Mm-hmm. And that's nothing but a fucking top 10 mixtape. That's just honestly, an autistic kid's dream. Where you're just like, oh my God, this is everything I've ever fucking wanted. Is mixtapes with very carefully curated.
And it popularizes
songs.
the notion, so you can kind of go tell people about it, and they know what that word is now. You don't have to explain it from scratch. They've seen the movie.
Yeah,
that was another neat thing about that period. That was we haven't lost that, but it's more flattened. Than it's not as pronounced as it used to be. Sometimes it was you could have a movie like Tin Cup or something come out, and for 2 years, everyone knows how to golf, or Mighty Ducks comes out, and rollerblade sales go just through the fucking roof. It was monocultural in a way, but in a way that people actual spending habits and activity, personal human activity changed in significant ways because of just one movie or some shit.
Yeah,
it was. You don't see it as much. I mean, you could see you remember Queen's Gambit that came out a few years ago. That show. Yeah. That
Anya Taylor-Joy,
yeah. That apparently did just gangbusters for as far as the chess community goes. As far as the volume, not the quality, obviously. Because a bunch of people who didn't know how to play shuffled over, but there was a lot of stomping on noobs, I assume, for quite some time. Probably still is, but yeah, you just have these weird things that have. I don't think it's just not as pronounced. That's all. High Fidelity did that with mixtapes for sure.
Absolutely. All right. Let's see here. On Threads, a fan asked Gunn if there was a more specific version of Brainiac that he was influenced by when developing Man of Tomorrow. He says, I love aspects of many versions of the characters, from the 1950s Otto Bender stuff to the surprisingly scary Marv Wolfman stuff to the animated versions and up through the truly creepy and wonderful current absolute Brainiac. So he did not give an answer for real.
No, not for real. He just said, I've read a lot of stuff and I've seen a lot of things.
And I agree with him. I was sitting there going yeah.
Mm-hmm. All of those those are nice references. All the things you said, good name check, good shame.
Yeah. I like all the versions of Brainiac, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me too, James.
Don't leave out Krypton, one of my faves.
It really is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. This guy, by the way, I think we talked a lot about how little we know about the guy, but just from nothing, he looks fantastic for the role, by the way.
I don't know.
I think he has a very brainiacable face.
He has a face. We'll see what they do. It depends on what they're doing with it. It really does to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm sure he'll be fine for whatever James wants to do.
Possibly. He is a musician, apparently, from what I could understand of the German that I just read there. Because the word looks like it says musician, and hopefully that means that. So like maybe that's something. I just genuinely have no idea about this guy. I do like the intensity he kind of has when it comes across in his pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I like his vibe. I would,
Yeah.
like if I was just sitting here on the casting couch, I'd see this guy. I'd be very excited about the picture when he was about to come in and read. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I think I'm just in a place where I swear to God, doing this show and doing Star Trek Universe, my main takeaway is just don't be an entitled fucking dick fan.
Mm.
So I try really hard to not get my don't set an expectation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
And if I try to come up with it in my head, I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's one lesson we've learned slowly and publicly, just if you're comparing it to something that you were expecting, it's never going to hit it.
Yeah. And also the argument, this is how it should be, that's fucking stupid.
I know.
These are 90-year-old characters. Fuck you.
We've had to do this, though, many times. I mean, there's many times we've been in discussion and had to do it live while we were talking. Like, just between me and you talking, where we're like, yeah, you're right, I'm doing that thing,
Yeah.
Where we've been recorded on this show many times doing that, really. Yeah, you're right, I'm taking my expectations into this. That's, for what it was on the screen, that worked just fine. I just wish, like...
Yeah,
absolutely. It's an easy one to fall into. A hard one to keep an eye on. It's a wily notion.
I mean, and for Brainiac, you could go a lot of different ways with it because, in the 50s, he was just like, he was like diabolical and shit, but he was also just like a dude in pink underpants running around. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, in certain instances, he's just like cornball as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that, and you could see James Gunn doing that too, and having just like a lot of fun with Brainiac, because at the end of the day, when you're looking at like what hasn't been done, and you look over at Krypton, you're like, fuck, that was a take. That was the take. How do I not do that?
Yeah, like that's the version I would be trying not to replicate.
Yeah,
but like. There are times if you're like writing a song where you realize it sounds a little bit like another song enough that you have to be like, okay, it's not so much, I'm not copying, but I definitely can't let it go any further in that direction.
At the same time, though, like it doesn't look like they're veering away too far from Krypton's version of Lobo, which is damn comic accurate.
Yeah.
Except for the fucking weird British accent, which kind of worked in a weird way. Whatever he is.
I don't know what he was, or was it? It looked.
He was fantastic. Like, "You fucking bastard." I was like, "Oh, this is weird."
I forgot I had it did have a lilt for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. But he was good. He was so fucking
great.
Good. He was so good. Great. Anyway.
Hey, at least that time we went on a rant about something that was
I know
to Brainiac,
relatable.
So. Yeah.
As of January 19th, Man of Tomorrow is still casting. I don't know, it's February 16th, so who knows?
There's still time for us.
Yeah, he says, let's see. The smaller roles are being casted now. And there was a female part that was in circulation. A lot of people were thinking it was Wonder Woman. And James even said, "We are currently casting a female character in Man of Tomorrow. My only guess is scoopers are taking a stab at guessing that it's Wonder Woman. It's not. It's not Wonder Woman." And then Nexus Point News, which was funny because I told Brooklyn Batman this. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'll bet anything that's not fucking Wonder Woman. I bet it's fucking Maxima. And then Nexus Point News started saying, it's Maxima. It's Maxima.
Nice.
The Queen of Almeric. And she was like this powerhouse character who originally traveled to Earth to find a genetically suitable mate, and of course decided that was it was going to be Superman. And they even did that storyline in Superman animated series. I love that episode. And
does she remind you a little bit of like what was her name? Carol? Sapphire Ring situation?
Star Sapphire?
Yeah, that. Thank you. Just this like I've picked this dude and I'm coming for you kind of vibe.
I don't know. Star Sapphire was Carol Ferris, and they had a long history. Her and Hal had a long history in the Green Lantern books.
See if I'm remembering this even close to right. But I thought, like, as Carol, it's Carol and Hal, and it's a will they, won't they, and there's a lot of history. When she's Star Sapphire, she's like, I'm coming after you. Green Lantern's supposed to be with me. You ain't got a choice. This is what's happening. Just get on board, man.
I don't remember that specifically. It may be, you might be right. I remember that more from like Black Cat with Spider-Man. But then she's like, don't fucking take off the mask. I don't want to see Peter Parker.
Yeah. That I got a weird fetishy with her for a second. They used to also do that shit to Lois, where there's all these little stories that
she only wants Superman.
Well, yeah, she only wants Superman, but it was always like she's coming after him. Like there's a whole A-plots, I think, of certain issues that are just like Superman does whatever ridiculous trick to avoid actually getting married to Lois, who's harping on him about marriage.
Yeah. Whoa, here she comes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they definitely did that. Whereas it was totally just like aimed at the books are still aimed at young men who are afraid of marriage. Like, here she comes, boys.
Yeah.
Even Superman's got to come up with a crafty scheme to get away from this man-eater.
Yeah.
Buy war bonds, kids.
Go all the way to the back for your $5 off. Wait, that'd be way too much. For a nickel off war bonds and a penny off X-ray glasses.
So
I bought some of those one time. It's been a long time. I think I bought some of those one time when I was like 6 out of the back of a magazine or some shit.
That's funny.
It's just like you can it just has like a reflective surface on the far left or right.
Yeah, I just remember seeing those. I remember seeing those going, no.
Yeah.
They wouldn't actually let us buy those if they were real.
Yeah, I know. I was like, yeah, I can't remember. Like it was in that series where the one that you always want, it's on the back, is always that like they would sell like a hover raft. It's just literally a raft that they would claim was a hovercraft, and I really, what were they actually giving people if they bothered to buy that?
The instructions say like if craft does not hover, then you have done it wrong.
Yeah.
Like user error.
You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right.
Yeah.
It's like you remember? Did you ever watch that? Did you ever see the Andy Griffith where Barney is like practicing judo and Andy is like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm learning judo from this book." And he's like, he hands him a fake knife and he's like, "All right, come at me like you're gonna stab me, and I'll block it." And like Andy just like comes at him and just pushes him all the way to the ground with the knife right next to his face. And Barney's on, no, you did it wrong. You did it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't read the book. Okay.
I remember that. And just estimate for me, if you would, roughly what year would that have come out?
That Andy?
Yeah.
Oh, God, the 60s? 62, 63?
Early 60s even?
Mm-hmm.
So early 60s, we have Barney doing a spot-on joke about that type of instructor.
Uh-huh.
Only to look up, and it's been how many years now? And just instructor, like joke after joke after joke on the internet about this type of instructor saying, just hit me anywhere you want, and then not being able to finish the sentence because they get smacked in the face every time.
Yeah.
We learned nothing from Don Knotts.
Yeah.
The lessons were right there.
The unscripted scene from The Office that's been going around recently again, where that's Jim and Dwight walking into a building, and Jim opens the door and says, "After you," and Dwight's like, "I would never, I never let someone walk behind me," and he's talking about judo or karate or some shit. And if you're facing me and you try to hit me, I can deflect it, I can block it. And he's like trying to explain it, and Jim just like slaps the shit out of him and walks away. It's totally unscripted, and Rainn Wilson didn't know he was going to do it.
Did he stay in character?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Just looks very visibly shaken and just looks at the camera like, oh, God.
Anyway. Good job. Good job, though.
So back to Maxima, though. A lot of people are reporting they think that this is going to be significantly drawing inspiration from the comic book crossover Panic in the Sky, which, because Maxima was used as a pawn, or Brainiac was using Maxima to help take control of War World. I can't say War World. I really hope they don't fucking do War World, because it's going to be really hard for me to say it every fucking episode.
Yeah. And then we can't refer to it as like WW, because that's the abbreviation for Wonder Woman. It's not going to help us. Panic in the Sky is one of the ones I have on the wall. I have Panic in the Sky Third Strike, the cover for that, sitting on the wall next to me.
One of our listeners, Nerdy Tastic, was on Twitter referring to white women as WW.
Oh.
And I was like, I read that as Wonder Woman, right? She's like, yeah, I do too.
Oh, wait. What was it recently? Oh, yeah. I'd sent you several messages about something before you finally realized that I was abbreviating YouTube as YT and not white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You'd never run across. I forget what the context was, but several, like 2 or 3 discussions where I'd sent you something where apparently in retrospect you had thought I was saying something about white. Look at this white video.
Yeah.
I forget if any of them had been vaguely racist in that interpretation before we realized that I was saying YouTube. But I don't really capitalize in my text anymore at this stage. I've just gotten lazy about it. So I didn't really it's not a capital YT.
Yeah, your texts are difficult sometimes.
They can be.
Because you're like, look at this MF. And I'm like, I don't know what to call him, motherfucker. And you're like, oh no, Montclair Flair. I'm like, oh. I don't know how I would have thought that. And you're like, yeah, isn't it obvious? No, motherfucker's not.
What is an MFER exactly? Motherfucker, right? Yeah, no, Montfrere. It's French for my friend. Of course it is. What are you talking? Motherfucker. Oh, MFER. I see how you could do it. I'm so sorry.
You're like, hey, what, reading that story with the B and G? What the fuck? Oh, you're Bane and Grundy. No. Yeah. No, that's not a thing. That's not a fucking thing.
Yeah. The banger? No. Nothing.
Anyway. Yeah. I think it is funny that Panic in the Sky, that's apparently a pretty significant storyline. I remember it being around. The
cover's cool, so I got it on the wall, but it's crazy.
I'll say in 1992, I was not exactly in a financial situation to invest in crossovers.
Yeah.
But
I found this copy in Birmingham, so I got the copy that you would have gotten at that time.
I mean, if I was
you'd have been able to
1992, we're talking about newsstand copies in the Food World or the Walmart. This is before Super Walmarts, or the Family Mart. At Family Mart, they actually had a fucking proper old school spinning rack with the Spider-Man head on top.
Yeah,
I wish I could get one of those.
My imagination was that not the low, like dollar store, somewhere between dollar store and Walmart, somewhere between proper retail and dollar retail. There's some sort of mid-level retail. And my vague memory of the 90s and bit of it was that they had some seriously good reading in that area. That was better than the others.
X-Men Classic. They had X-Men Adventures. They had X-Men. They had Uncanny. They had Spider-Man comics, Superman, Batman. That's where I got
way bigger selection though.
I got about half of my Nightfall collection from Food World, for fuck's sake. That was just my bread and butter. I would get Star Trek comics, and they were 99 cents or something, or 80 cents, something like that back in those days.
Can still smell the bag, the board, and the stale banana.
I mean, these didn't have a bag and board that I got. They just, you'd have to leaf through them and see if you could find
properly, just sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
And if you notice, if you ever get the chance and you go to a thrift store or something, you look through old comics, or go to a comic shop, not thrift store. But if you look, the barcodes are different. If you get direct market, it's got a little logo, like a little Spider-Man head or Batman or whatever, instead of the barcode. But if it was retail market, it had a barcode. If so, you can tell where they got their copy, if they got it from, say, a Walmart or a Kmart or Food World or something, or if they got it from a comic book shop.
So Direct was at the
That's
shop?
comic shop.
Okay.
Direct didn't have that special barcode on it. It had like a little drawing of Spider-Man or something, or, some character, or sometimes it would say DC,
And that was, so the one with the special little barcode was in the comic shop or outside the comic shop?
The barcode, if it actually had a barcode, it was from outside of the comic shop.
Gotcha. That was the part.
If the box that was supposed to have the barcode had like a drawing, they got that shipped from a comic book store.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So obviously, the Direct are usually more, the comic book shop versions are more desirable because they have an extra little drawing and, doesn't have that ugly barcode.
I could see that. Yeah.
I'm usually just there for the content, so I don't really give a shit.
I've never even looked at the barcode. Now I'm just looking at a wall of comics for which ones do and don't have a barcode, and it's all over the place.
Right?
It is a mixed bag.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Every once in a while it pays off to know me.
Yeah.
No one on the cast is listening thinking, oh, this is great.
It's been
No one's listening and going, this is exactly what I wanted to know.
Right.
Fuck you, Dave.
Right.
And listen to Jason just going along being fucking regaled by his fucking barcode knowledge.
Well, I'm staring at mine. I'm confused about which ones of mine do and don't, and for what reason now.
Yeah.
Because in some cases, I know I've bought them all at the same place, and some do and some don't. And in other cases, I've got them in mixed.
Well, that's the thing is like with old comics, because some of these
are new that I've gotten that do and don't. Well, I guess I have variant covers that don't have barcodes.
Yeah, I can't speak for new stuff.
Actually, that's true. I'm looking at a variant cover right now that's got a barcode on it.
New stuff is not the same. New stuff is different because new stuff is different. I'm talking about like 90s and before.
God, okay. For whoever is very mad that I just accidentally doubled down on that boringness, I'm gonna help us move on and stop asking questions.
Well, it changed because comic books stopped being readily available in retail spots, like newsstands and shit. That's what they're called, the newsstand copies.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay, that term I know.
Yeah. All right, so Gunn confirmed Sam McCurdy of Game of Thrones and Shogun is the cinematographer for Man of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Scarlett Johansson casting rumor on December 13th. In Snyder, that guy, said that ScarJo is playing Harvey Dent's wife, Gilda Gold Dent. We've got rumors that say Sebastian Stan is going to be playing Harvey Dent, possibly. We've got rumors that they're looking for Harvey Dent's father. I saw a rumor that Stellan Skarsgård turned it down because of some kind of scheduling conflict. Now in the comics, Harvey's dad was an abusive alcoholic who flipped a coin, and Harvey kind of took that on. Harvey was also responsible for fracturing Harvey's mind. So they might be playing with that. These are all rumors. We haven't gotten confirmation on any of this shit, though.
Yeah. I've seen some of those bouncing around. Some of that just is, if you know the comics, you can just kind of throw anything out there.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff with ScarJo, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you know who Gilda Dent is. Fucking Holiday. So, in the comics anyway.
Yeah.
So, who knows? I know apparently they were talking to Brad Pitt. That was the rumor for a long time, is that Brad Pitt was maybe going to be doing Harvey Dent. Now it's looking like Sebastian Stan. But again, all rumors. I think ScarJo actually is in the cast, but I don't know. I'm not seeing anybody go, yes, absolutely, this is happening in any kind of official capacity yet.
Right.
THR reported that DC has chosen Christina Hodson of Birds of Prey and The Flash, the writer for Birds of Prey and The Flash, to write The Brave and the Bold, the Batman the Brave and the Bold movie. It has not been confirmed publicly. The source said that Hodson was working on the project since last fall. So here's the thing, though. James Gunn said, I will only say anyone maligning Christina Hodson's screenwriting skills has almost certainly never read an actual screenplay by Christina Hodson. She's one of the writers who was with us early in the DCU planning stages. I don't think you can judge my writing based on films others directed as massive liberties or sometimes taken. Absolutely. I liked Birds of Prey. I thought it was great. And The Flash had like 82 fucking writers on it. Like,
yeah, no, I would not be able to sit and hold any single. You know how you have to like put blanks in the people on a firing squad. It's that kind of accountability at this point, man. Who to point a finger at among the writers of The Flash? I'm surprised we didn't get to help write The Flash at this point.
Well, I didn't want to tell you, but I think they listened to a couple of episodes.
Possible. They had enough time. They were developing it for 5 years.
And we've talked about this for forever, and
we chatted about it for half a decade before it came out. Yeah.
You and I have hours and hours and hours at this point of talking about how fucked the Flash was, not only because of Ezra Miller's shenanery, but because of the constant changes of what the Flash was supposed to be. It was going to be the Flash, then it was going to be Flashpoint. And, that we lost the first guy who was going to. Dude, I can't even remember all the people.
No, reams of writers came.
Just
Jeff,
directors,
like Johns and Grant Morrisons and.
No. It was fucking. We had like Phil like the Lord and Miller, and we had fucking Christina Hodson was in there. We had Daly and Goldstein for a minute. We had Seth Graham Green or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
And he was going to direct as well. We had I think it started off with who was the guy that did God, I can't even remember now. I've lost parts of my brain that were dedicated to knowing what this movie was.
It should not force you into a resource deficit to try to remember the amount of writers on one screenplay. Like,
it's crazy.
This shouldn't be a struggle. It just shouldn't.
But every version.
You did extraordinary under these circumstances, Dave.
Yeah, but I feel bad. I didn't remember. I remember Seth Graham Smith, not Green. Rick Famuyiwa. That was who I was thinking of.
That was
Rick Famuyiwa. Yeah. That was he was the one that brought on Kiersey Clemens, and that was when Zach was properly still doing stuff. Yeah. So it's been crazy, a crazy amount of people, and you can't judge anything based on the Flash script. I don't think. No. Because it was a hodgepodge of stuff.
No. Also, he is absolutely right. There's a way you write a script that's exciting. Like there's a reason people are good at it and bad at it, and I don't know. It's different on the page than on the screen. Gunn knows his way around too. It's not like this isn't just some bullshit. He likes the way she writes it. He likes what he's like. Being a good writer for someone like Gunn also means that like you're giving it a good start.
Yeah.
Like this is a great spine from which we will build it.
Yeah. He's literally had her in the DCU or planning stages from early on, he says. Yeah. Like there was never any doubt that Christina was going to be a part of this shit. Like
he likes the way she breaks stories.
And the previous administration did too. Like there's something there with her.
Yeah.
As of January 19th, Gunn says, as far as Batman the Brave and the Bold, there is no actionable script ready.
Sounds right.
He's saying that the Batman space belongs solely to Matt Reeves at this point. He says, frankly, we're well into Batman 2, and I would not want to cloud the Batsphere until after that.
I had a handy list of what had been updated at some point. I should go back and update that.
And he does once again point out, I'm not going to have 2 Batman movies come out the same year. And that's fine. I
hadn't
agree.
Thought about it, but yeah, that is a good call. That man, historically we've always been very, very much in favor of things are not nearly as confusing as you guys think they are. Yeah. Just give us all the things. I have to admit, two franchises worth of big screen Batman that is asking a pretty good amount of the viewer.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. A little bit. So apparently, if we're taking into account what Tom King is saying, which he's the showrunner for Mr. Miracle, so I'm going to. Which, by the way, Gunn did clarify and say it is DCU. It is DCU. It is DCU. King says, I can confirm that Mr. Miracle is a DCU show. so he's confirming it as well.
Okay. Right.
It has huge implications for the DCU at large. We are doing it right. Mitch Gerads is a producer on it and a designer. We got to cast Darkseid. They're not saying who, but Darkseid for the DCU is cast.
Sweet.
Considering that Gunn has repeatedly stated that, DCU's animated actors in most cases will reprise their roles in live action.
Right.
Hell yeah.
He
Which,
wants,
Darkseid's also one of those characters that you probably is still just going to be a voice.
Yeah.
And even in live action.
Yeah, even if he's mocapped on somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting point too. The Darkseid, there's no need to do like an origin story where there was a young version where we need to see the real actor.
Yeah.
That's not real. Darkseid always looked like that.
Right.
Like he's always been big scary motherfucker.
Yeah. When he was born, it was like that SNL sketch where Will Ferrell comes out of his mother, a full grown man, and goes, it was hot in there.
Yeah, yeah. He was born saying Darkseid is.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Are you ready for some DCT?
God, I'm still getting over the idea that we've cast a Darkseid. Small break before the tea.
Oh, sure. I guess so.
Are you excited about the tea? Oh, it'll give me time to get to get over the Darkseid cat. That is deeply exciting news that's been cast.
It is.
Also, just one thing about the implications here. You realize how fun it is that we're gonna tell. So we've already done a story about Superman, and then we're gonna do a Supergirl, and then we're kind of gonna flirt with Man of Tomorrow. I don't know. Is Man of Tomorrow gonna come out before or after Mr. Miracle at this stage? Do we know yet? Is that still kind of in the soup? We'll see.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know exactly when Mr. Miracle's coming.
So future tense, both of them. But anyway, a really, I don't know, fresh in a way, really, really fun way to go about introducing what is arguably the most powerful character in the universe in a lot of ways. Just in the thing that we had to insist was even part of the universe. Just that the animated show about Mr. Miracle will also introduce like the big power. Like every discussion we have about who should he be fighting and so, they lead to one road, or all roads lead to the one thing. It's Darkseid.
Except Gunn says that he's not going to be the big bad.
I know he said that, but that's what I'm saying is like, to me, it cracks me up though that he's such a major player. And even then when he said, yeah, he's not going to be the big bad, part of me's like, look, I know you're saying that.
Yeah.
I know you're saying that. And I think that's going to be true for a period of time. But you cannot tell stories in the DC universe without eventually getting to that motherfucker.
I mean, why would you go? I mean, he's right. Zach did him. Thanos is pretty close to Darkseid.
Oh,
you don't want to do too much of that.
Stepped on, absolutely.
But
and this is a clever way to use him anyway as an animation.
And honestly, though, looking at Darkseid, all the stuff that I've read over the years, like my favorite stuff of Darkseid is where he's not a universe-ending fucking threat. I'm more interested in the fourth world of it all, and like the little political, bureaucratic machinations of the new gods. Like I'm way more interested in like why they do what they do than, I'm about to come and fucking kill Jack Kirby, who is, cosplaying as a police officer in fucking Metropolis.
Yeah.
In Metropolis Police Force.
In the celebratory streets. Yeah.
Yeah. Like fucking, like I killed Dan Turpin, so now Superman's going to beat me up. Like,
but yeah, he is the ultimate baddie in so many formative stories in that universe. The only ways people have gotten around it. Here's another thing. There are not a lot of stories where, or maybe none. I mean, you can kind of, I guess here's another way to think about villains is like, are they so bad that you can't team up with them to fight another bigger villain?
Yeah.
And with Darkseid, yeah, no. I mean, there's no team up. He is the bad guy that you team up for.
Unless you're like an anti-monitor or something.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Yeah. The only thing that like has actually gotten around that is stuff like the monitor anti-monitor situation, or maybe you go to a Chronos thing or something like that. But however you want to say that, that's correct. But like, You can go to other spaces, but to go to those other spaces, you basically just ignore the existence of the fourth world for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It even to do what Scott Snyder did, where you rewrite the entire fucking thing through the source wall getting broken and stuff like that. You still do it through a lens where you have to incorporate the fourth world, set it somewhere, and then play with the other pieces. It's just,
see, I think it's smart what they're doing and like kind of establishing fourth world over here in a corner and letting like that story play out and like introduce us, because like that's the thing is like in every fucking version of this, when we see like, oh, here's Darkseid, it's just always like, oh, here's this big asshole who just wants to fucking kill everybody or looking for an equation or some shit. We don't even know.
Well, that's a good point.
Is he doing?
Like this is like I'm completely on board with this approach. Like you're introducing them in a weird way. Yeah. You're telling me up front that it's kind of not going to be the big bad, and that's my point. Is I have apparently at some point taken the anti-life equation, and I simply do believe that Darkseid is, and that he will inevitably win even the battle of our minds. Like, he will manifest himself. It's just a matter of time. Like, he will insinuate himself upon the writers. And it's not like, it's just a fun part. Even Mr. Miracle, that has such a kind of, in some ways, kind of infantilized version of him, he's still fucking Darkseid in that story. Yeah. Like, we're still going to get to see how bad he really is.
Yeah. I have to admit, I kind of want them to pull a little bit from Harley Quinn animated series and have the fucking Greek chorus of thralls.
God, that'd be amazing. That Greek chorus over there was genius, dude. That was genius.
Anyway, let's take a break, and we'll get some DCT, and I'll do the slurp again later.
All right, sounds good.
All right, we are back, and I have a little bit of DCT.
Slurp.
Yep. Alrighty. Mm-hmm. So, a fan asked Gunn, is it true that actors auditioned for the role of Batman at the end of 2025? I saw this rumor in my feed. Gunn says no. All these rumors of Batman and Wonder Woman auditions are false. Then someone asserted that he's downplaying those characters' relevance and importance in the DCU, and he says, I am not at all. I think both Batman and Wonder Woman are incredibly important. Then today, there came a new rumor from a scooper named Dumois, who said that...
Wait. Is he going under a version of dumbass?
Is Deuxmoi.
Okay. Wait. Not like Dumas, like...
Oh, like the old commercial?
No, I was thinking like Count of Monte Cristo, like Alexandria. I don't know how you actually set like DUMAS as a...
Oh, yeah. Now, you remember that old commercial from the 90s where it was like, well, Mr. Dumbass.
Yeah.
And then finally the guy goes, it's pronounced Dumas.
Yeah. This was back in the like Grey Poupon era.
Yeah. That's not what I thought either, though. That's, it is, but also it was, what reminded me of is like I was in the really great Sega commercial where some kind of weird bullshit would happen where some whacked out horse shit, possibly claymation thing would happen, and then it would go, Sega! You know what I'm talking about?
No, what was the sound?
Sega!
Oh, no. I do kind of remember that little sound bite of that, just that violent.
It was always just
someone was about to say the word and then someone punched them in the stomach as it was coming out of their mouth.
Yeah, it was always just like very like out there in your face and like just fucking weird, like deeply weird, very 90s, stop motion animation mixed with live action bullshit.
See, I don't want to tangent too far for it, I promise, but I did realize in a real conversation a week or two ago that Whoopi was not a generational gap, but very much a spotty thing now.
Really?
It is not it's not I guess it's endemic to whatever the word I want here really is, but yeah, not everyone knows that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't imagine that not everyone would know that, but I feel like it has remained pretty solidly in, the video game world because they're still doing it in Mortal Kombat.
In this case, it was a group of about half a dozen, and I think only one or two knew what I was talking about. And I expected that to be 3, 4, and not 1. I thought it would be the exact opposite of the stats there, and nope.
The Toasty.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Yeah. Is it Toasty?
It's Toasty.
I always remember it as Whoopee.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's Whoopee, and then until they find out it's Toasty.
I'd have to hear it. I'd still have to hear it to believe it. It's a very Mandela thing for me now. I'll look it up later.
God. Yeah, it's Toasty.
I mean, you sound confident. I'll go with it for now. But
I looked it up just to make sure. But yeah, it's
It's not even
Dan
the first.
Forden's.
It's not the first time I've heard that it's Toasty too. I mean, you're right. I just I've never actually.
It's literally like the sound designer's face popping up and screaming Toasty.
Yeah, I remember it was the sound designer. I didn't remember. I thought he said like whoopee, but
yeah,
I've got to go back and like watch that now and try to rememorize it as that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thankfully though, you didn't go like, oh, I remember whoopee, and someone's like, no, I don't. I remember fucking Toasty, you poser.
No, see that's right up there with the like, he's named Link, not Zelda. Like, oh, come on, I know.
Yeah. Do you know?
Kind of.
Do you?
I mean, I don't. I've been told about him.
I've been told by them, and I also watched the Legends of Zelda cartoon that paired with Captain N. So
my actual comings and goings
maybe I
with
know
the world of Zelda-ness are really it's scant, man.
Yeah. I mean, I watched the cartoon. I never played the game.
No, I do think looking back on it right now, I'm thinking it had to do with just it. I wasn't immediately enthralled with that world. I'm not a huge fantasy guy. Was not immediately enthralled. Nothing about this just says, man, I've got to have it in my life. And I knew that game at a time when you were renting them for 48 hours. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to spend that 48 hours on something. This was a slow roll thing. I did not have that in me. Not for that. There was nothing that was hooking me.
Yeah. Like I was really into Nintendo stuff at the time, and I loved Captain N. I don't know if you remember that cartoon. That was literally a kid who was like had all the fucking accoutrement, the Nintendo shooter. You remember the gun control, and he had the fucking power glove and the whole thing, and then he gets sucked into the TV, and then he's like, it's Last Starfighter, but for Nintendo, and then he's like Captain N, and he's got the Letterman jacket with an N on it, and then there were like crossover episodes with the Legends of Zelda cartoon. It was fucking good, dude. Like, I don't know, I knew all that stuff back in the day, and I've never played a Zelda game in my life. I don't know the lore very well. I don't remember it, but I'll tell you this: those fucking action figures, I want. Every time I see them, I want all the Nintendo action. I want Donkey Kongs, I want the fucking Marios, I want the Legends of Zelda. Like, all of those action figures look so cool to me.
I do get that. They do look good. The only thing about it that stood out is for some reason the phrase Ocarina of Time is so compelling. I can't get it out of my head once it gets there. It gets stuck. It's some weird earworm.
Yeah.
It's a catchy title. Doesn't mean anything. You could have said, Flute of Wind. I don't know.
As far as games were concerned, I think Castlevania was always more up my alley.
I mean,
as far as like your little fantasy things.
In terms of rentals, you rent it, you beat the crap out of somebody. Like, that was why Mortal Kombat did what it did, is as far as the re-rentability. It had just enough story that I could be like, oh, cool, dude shoots fire and he's got a skull face. Awesome. But other than that, you just wanted to try to mash buttons and try to get up the ladder as much as I could at that era.
Yeah. Well, my memory has been notoriously bad. So like, I loved those combo fighter games, but like, I could never remember all the combos.
I mean, at the time, I didn't even have access to what the combos really were to memorize them. I probably, at that time, would have been really good at memorizing them. That would have been right up my skill set at that era, but I didn't have access to them. I could occasionally remember, left, right, up, down to A, B, or whatever the fuck the thing. I think Scorpion was like left, right, up, down, A, B, or something like that. I think that was some sort of cheat code thing that you could put into something, but I don't remember what
I don't really remember,
but like
man.
the old version of me at that time, if I'd had like the actual Game Genie magazine or something, I think could have done a decent job at memorizing those combos. But I couldn't get them in fast enough, even if I could remember them. I was not killing that as a skill set either way. It was just button mashing for me. I could remember enough combos to kind of get through some stuff, but I was mostly beating the crap out of the control.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I was more often than not the kid who's just playing the Star Trek game, who is just sitting on the bridge trying to ask Data,
right? Yeah,
to do another sensor scan,
just exhausting the script of the little bit of world of immersive world they gave you with like the 3 NPC lines.
Yeah. And I'm like, now I'll warp to Codus Nu 6, you know, and see about these mines that are in trouble from the Romulans. So yes, that is from the Sega. That is from the Sega Genesis fucking video game, next generation video game.
You want to actually get out and battle anything when you get there? No, I'm good. It's just
if you go to the wrong place at the wrong time, you know, you can actually run into a fucking Romulan ship or something. But when you go down to the little mining world, like those Romulans will fuck you up, dude. They're all over the place. Man, it's hard, dude. It's hard. That game's hard.
I believe you.
Anyway, let me get back to this Dumas character, the Scooper, who claims that Andor star Adria Arjona is Gunn's number one choice, quote unquote, to play Wonder Woman. Oh, look, man, we know her. She was in Morbius. She was in The Hitman. She was in Good Omens. We've seen her, you know, fucking Andor. I don't even watch Star Wars, but I saw her in Andor. Plus, she's like hanging off of Jason Momoa's arm. We know who she is. She'd be a great Wonder Woman.
She'd be great. Was the Hitman the Glenn Powell thing?
Huh?
Was the Hitman that Glenn Powell movie?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
I think it was. A few years back.
I only knew her.
Yeah.
I only knew her. Glenn Powell was one of those names that it took me a really long time to like realize who he was.
Yeah, once I figured it out, I could associate it. But yeah, I'd seen him several times before I realized it was the same face I was seeing.
Yeah.
Because for a while I would just clock him. I was like, oh, just the handsome dude in this scene or whatever it was.
Yeah. It's weird because like he's got kind of a generic look to him. Really good actor once you like key in and know what the fuck who he is. But like for me, like we just talked about being in our 40s and not really keeping up. But you know, he has kind of a generic look to him. Then he's also got like a name that sounds like he's the dude at your fucking church who used to like point at his watch when you showed up 5 minutes late.
He could, yeah.
So like, you're like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
He seems like that kind of guy. So like, by name. So you
and I both have like a just a deep-seated aversion to anyone who could be a youth pastor.
Right.
But in his case, I had been recently thinking I might watch a couple of Glenn Powell's.
Yeah, he's good for sure.
The Running Man is what's gotten me. It's Edgar Wright. I mean,
oh yeah, you're gonna have to watch that.
I have to. I gotta see what. And I had this sneaky feeling that I was gonna watch that, be charmed by Glenn Powell, like apparently everyone else who runs across him is, and ended up going down a little hill. And Hitman was on the small list of things that I was like, I'll probably end up watching that if that's how that works out.
Yeah.
But anyway, that being back to her, yeah, she'd make a great Wonder Woman.
Make a great Wonder Woman. I don't care if they're gonna like if they don't do it, if that's not what they do. Like if Gunn is still saying, "Oh, we're not casting Wonder Woman right now," that's great. That's fine. I don't need her to be Wonder Woman. Like I like her. I'd honestly rather her be Zatanna than Wonder Woman.
Oh, she'd be great with there too. There's a number of things that she'd be great at in this universe.
Yeah,
but God, we're starting so fresh. I mean, I could throw her at a dozen roles easily. It's just fresh snow. I mean, what do you want?
I saw somebody was like, I don't think I wrote it down anywhere, but someone was asking Gunn like, "Oh, do you ever like think this person will be really good for this role, but I don't want to bring it up to them because I want to save them for a different role." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I do that shit all the time."
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, she'd be great if they said yes to her. I'd be like, okay, cool. If they don't, I'm like, all right, fine. I bet she'll be around somewhere.
Yeah.
Guns
That's
has
a good point. He probably has had that conversation where he talked to somebody about a role and they were like, man, I'm so excited about this. When I saw this other thing I was thinking, and he probably had to be like, yeah, I thought about you too. And then I thought about how much I wanted you for this instead. And that's why we're having this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know if he's had that. I would really like to know if that's actually happened somewhere for reals. But
I'm sure. Gunn denies that the upcoming dynamic duo animated movie about Dick Grayson and Jason Todd is part of the DCU canon. So, separate universe, y'all.
Okay.
Calm your dicks. Here's a series of things. Grant Gustin, who played the Flash on the Arrowverse, or in the Arrowverse, got photographed in public, and he had blonde hair. He dyed his hair blonde. And immediately everybody started fucking messaging Gunn and reporting shit. And one fan asked Gunn if there was smoke to go with or fire to go with the smoke, and Gunn said, "How in the world would I know why Grant dyed his hair?" Gunn knows absolutely why. Gunn knows absolutely why people thinking that.
Now, so I saw him somewhere on Threads say, just his response somewhere where he said, it was like a picture of Grant Gustin, and we'd love to see this sometime. And what does he say? Like,
this person posted a picture of Grant Gustin as the Flash and said, "This gotta happen." And Gunn said it happened on TV for 9 seasons.
Yeah. 9 years of it happening.
One guy said
it happened so much that the guy in that picture was fucking sick of it happening.
Yeah, which, Gustin has also said, "Hey, I'm down very recently, because of the blonde hair thing, said, I am not playing the Flash right now. I am always down to, though."
Yeah. I think he's had enough space that he'd be happy to head back and cameo as the Flash anywhere. And I'd be more than thrilled to have him anywhere.
Yeah, I'll take him. This person said they would riot. There will be riots if the DCU chose Elliot Page to play the Flash instead of Grant Gustin. And Gunn responded, "I keep being told people are going to riot over things, but I am, as of yet, to see a riot." Love Grant, by the way, and I don't know what Elliot has to do with anything.
Right.
Like, I haven't even seen a rumor about Elliot playing the Flash.
No, not a single one. That whole sentence was news to me. I feel exactly that. Yeah. Gunn's response is on point. Who the fuck on all points are you discussing here?
I feel like this person was just like a transphobe who cooked up a fucking thing that made them angry and decided to go to Gunn and be like, "Fuck you if Elliot Page is the Flash." And everyone was like, "The fuck? What?"
Yeah. There's sometimes those ridiculous little circles will just sort of come up with things and come out fighting about stuff that you're like, what in the absolute hell were y'all talking about in there?
Yeah.
No one is doing that.
Oh no, I got real scared, real upset for a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're an asshole.
Yeah. I don't need you to touch grass. I need you to go lie in it for a very long time. Think about what
until your skin breaks out.
Until the rain comes and goes at least once.
So, Angel Manuel Soto, the director of Blue Beetle, he was talking to the Wrecking Crew, he was talking about his new project, the Wrecking Crew. He was talking to comicbook.com. Sorry. During the conversation, they asked him about a possible Blue Beetle sequel. He says, "I hope we continue our story. We left it off an ending, so it would be nice to do Blue Beetle 2. For me, introducing Booster Gold in some way, shape, or form would be a really nice, would be a really fun dynamic between those two." And then on the possibility of an animated series, he says it also would be nice to explore the various families' adventures on an animated show. I like the idea of animation. I mean, I'm a huge fan of anime, and I think that you don't have to be bound by the laws of physics when you do animation, so you can definitely go farther if we do it anime style. So if it ends up being an animated series, I'm down. I was reading this, excited, and then going immediately thought Jason's out.
Yeah, mostly. I just.
But it wouldn't. But the storytelling wouldn't be anime though. It wouldn't be
No, the storytelling will be fine. My big my ask in that scenario would be, look, okay, cool. I can deal, like, the designs I'll get used to the designs. That's fine. Can you just not do the action scenes that way?
Oh, that's the fun part.
Can we
that's
not
the thing
do
you do want to do?
Then.
That's the reason you want to do anime is because the action style.
I don't want to see anyone sit in the middle of the screen with some, I don't know, man, induced shaky cam style animation. This fucking Jack Kirby fever dream.
That's exactly why I want it. Oh God!
I don't know. The spell does not work on me for some reason. I wish it did.
It depends on what it is for me. Like, I don't care anything about Naruto.
No, that is true though. I'll see elements of that snuck in somewhere where, like, in the right circumstances, I'm like, it's cute, and I know where you're getting it from, but it's cute. In its full unadulterated form, it's just a flavor I can't get along with. I'm one of those people where cilantro tastes like soap.
And tomatoes taste like dirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
I call them mud fruit.
Right. Mud fruit. Yeah, no, I do. I'm not like a big anime fan. I like a lot of anime, but I'm not a big anime fan. Like I really love looking at things like, Afro Samurai or, Dragon Ball Z and, pretty much any Miyazaki film, Vampire Hunter D, like all the stuff that anime nerds are like, of course you probably like fucking Cowboy Bebop and that's the only thing you know. Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't watched Cowboy Bebop, but it does look good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a real one, like,
I am not, end of day, a real one after all.
But at 9 years old, you better believe I was written that Street Fighter 2 movie. That was fucking dope animation.
Yeah.
I don't know what makes me a real one or not. I'm pretty sure I'm not one, but whatever.
Yeah.
Someone asked James about Creature Commando Season 2, and he said it was a possibility for 2027, and they are animating right now. They asked him if he was animating. He says Creature Commandos and more, yes. So something else is also animating.
Okay.
There's a new report from Nexus Point News. Again, this is a rumor. We don't know. But apparently the rumor is that DC is set to add several new characters to the universe through Season 2 of Creature Commandos. One of those including Captain Atom, the character of Nathaniel Adam, a military veteran who ends up undergoing an experiment that bonds an alien alloy to his skin and jettisons him into the future. And he often works for the United States government. That's how I always know him, is he's always fucking working for the government, and he's always a fucking dick.
He's always a tool. Yeah, I don't... by the way, how did you describe his powers just then?
Military veteran who ends up undergoing an experiment that bonds an alien alloy to his skin and jettisons him into the future.
I guess that's way more than I thought I knew about him. But what was your understanding of his power set before? I don't even think I really have thought about it too hard.
He's silvery and he's got a red splotch on his chest and he's always a dick.
Yeah. And he can make energy kind of happen, like a big explosive, like Cyclops-y kind of energy. And I guess I'm thinking Cyclops for a reason here.
He's got like, I don't know, particle bursts or something out of his...
I thought it was some like atomic level nuclear-ish...
That motherfucker's got some Kirby crackle coming out his hands.
He does. He does.
And he flies. That's what I know. I've never paid much attention to the character. And thank you for calling me out on that. But fuck. No, you know what? I don't care. There's too many fucking characters, man. I don't know.
No, I was wondering if that's my point, is I don't think anyone's ever... It's not that no one's ever fleshed him out. He has an entire series himself, I know, but like, why? There are points where I'm like, okay, all right, I know all of y'all read that. Like, a lot of people read this and then wanted to read more of it. I should look down and explore what the fuck is in those pages someday. I guess maybe, but
every time I've seen him, I've said what a dick, and I moved on.
Yeah,
I've never actually had any kind of inkling that I cared about Captain Atom. I think the most I liked him was in the the Public Enemies, Jeff Loeb, Ed McGuinness run of Batman Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he was working for Waller and he was a dick. Like I did not like him.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Absolute tool.
Yeah. Every time I've seen him.
Every time.
So that works.
Yeah.
If that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Doucherama.
So, someone asked James Gunn, any new DCU projects close to getting a green light? And he says a lot, actually. At least one is already greenlit.
God, it feels like every 3, 4, 6 months or so we have
that
news bit come around where I'm going to be like, are you sure that's not from the summer? I'm like, no, it's a different one. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like there's going to be a day.
Yeah.
Where it's like just Gunn comes out and just unzips and just a giant elephant trunk of a cock comes rolling out full of content.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be like, we had no idea this was all coming. And he'll say, it's not yet.
No.
And then he just starts to stroke it.
He'll snicker at the joke.
Just starts stroking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Emerald Fennel was recently on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast.
Okay.
Talking about there's a Zatanna movie. I think it was Demented. Her version of Zatanna was probably too far away from the genre. She said, I think it was Demented because I was probably going through it at the time. And the thing is, I think what I can't help but... And then I just finished A Promising Young Woman, and there was this huge thing in this world I'd never operated in. And again, it was a kind of superhero movie, and I was like, how do I make the version of a superhero movie that I would connect to emotionally? Which is sort of the woman in the middle of a nervous breakdown, so is a script reflective of a woman in the middle of a nervous breakdown. And in terms of what that means, I suppose it just meant that it was probably too far away from the genre. It was really dark. I haven't read it for a really long time because I found it really difficult. Because also, the thing is, I love J.J. Abrams so much, and he took a chance offering me to do it, and I really wanted to deliver something amazing for them. And I always felt like I hadn't quite maybe delivered the thing that they wanted, so I haven't read it since, and I wonder if I read it now, I'd be more generous toward myself. But I felt like I wish I'd been able to deliver the thing they wanted. They were really lovely about it. It's just, it's even just remembering, you're making me remember scenes, and I'm like, nobody would have made that. So,
I love how sometimes you remind people like, oh my God, that movie must have sucked. I was in that? Oh God.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a thing she wrote, and she was going to direct, I guess. But, here's the thing, and here's why I bring it up. Because normally this kind of stuff, like Jason Fuchs wrote a Lobo script. And he said, he was just talking on some podcast about it, and he was talking about like, oh, it would have had this, it would have had this. And people are like, oh, well, we could have had. And I'm seeing people do this. And the only reason I'm bringing this one up is because there are some asshole news sites who are saying that DC Studios said no to this, and people are mad about it. Motherfucker, like DC Studios did not exist when this shit was about to happen. This was a J.J. Abrams thing that was not part of anything James Gunn and DC Studios has done. This was before DC Studios, so it's not DC Studios.
Yeah, Chip.
But they literally, like, one site, and I won't even say who the fuck they are, titled this article, Emerald Fennel, on why DC Studios didn't want to conjure her Demented Zatanna movie. And other outlets have picked it up and said, oh, DC Studios rejected a Zatanna movie that sounds pretty great. No, it fucking didn't. It was near the end of the DCU. The DCU was on a fucking ventilator.
I mean, yeah.
And they had dragged out this idea that fucking J.J. Abrams was going to come in and do Dark fucking Universe for no reason whatsoever. Guillermo was talking about possibly doing a thing. Maybe there was going to be fucking Constantine, and that's why suddenly we couldn't have Constantine in Legends of Tomorrow. Like, yeah, that's what we were dealing with. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It's certainly not who's in charge now.
No. And there was a bunch of people clutching at IP and I don't know, man. It just like grabbing lifeboats as the ship goes down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now let me ask you this:
jacking planks of wood. Is that? That is a Titanic reference, technically.
Right. Let me ask you something though. I did read about that Lobo movie.
Mm-hmm.
The writer said that they did have Momoa in mind when they wrote it, and that it was like gonna make Deadpool look like a kid's movie, and it was really dark and really violent, very very R-rated. And the one scene that he decided to describe turned me against it. This is Jason Fuchs, who I think co-wrote Wonder Woman, or one of them, and he described a scene where he's got a character who is crying and begging, "Don't kill me, don't kill me." I take care of my ailing mother. Who's going to take care of my mother? Who's going to take care of Martha? And Lobo goes, "Martha?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's my mom's name." And Lobo goes, "Yeah, that's my mom's name." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And he like shoots him in the head and then looks at the camera and goes, "What the fuck was that about?"
Yeah.
And it turned me completely against it. I'm like, even at that point, I'm like, you decided that the smart thing to do would be to make the same joke every motherfucker on the internet has already made.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped the situation the slightest. It's also
Like,
not
that doesn't
nearly
even
funny
sound
enough.
good. No, it's not.
And like a fourth wall break for that shouldn't be used that way. Also, was that the idea? Was to give a fourth wall break thing? So that other, how do you put it? It's going to make Deadpool look like a kid's movie or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So a quick point about that an overall generalization I'd like to make. If you're saying stuff like that, like at some point you're not making a movie that's like Deadpool then at all. You're just making another type of movie and don't reference Deadpool in the slightest. It is no longer a comparable thing. Like I don't.
But also, if you're gonna say something like, "Oh, you're gonna make Deadpool, it's gonna be bloody and funny, and it's gonna make Deadpool look like a kid's movie," don't then reference the lamest fucking joke you could possibly make.
Yeah, it really is. That's you're definitely not delivering on your promise here. But I just
Get it? Because everyone hated Batman v Superman. Fuck off.
I also just I don't know that it's gonna be so different you won't even recognize that movie. Well, then you're just making. I don't know. You're in a different genre, my friend. You're in a different genre at this point.
Yeah, you're just. Also, it's just like such a fucking edgelord thing to like try to be like, "Oh man, it was gonna make this like stupid," and like, fuck off, man. Just shut. Like, my conclusion always just comes right back to fuck off.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is the most boring bullshit I've ever heard.
It also for it to be like that. That's a fourth wall break that he's saying was in that script.
Yeah,
Was that?
well, Lobo breaks the fourth wall.
Does he?
He does. He does. Like, there are no rules with Lobo.
Yeah, I'll give it that. But I don't have him on the list. I don't have him on my like little internal roster of fourth wall breakers.
I've seen him do it.
Yeah, I'll add him. I'm sure you're right. I'll add him, but it's not a go-to feature for me.
Yeah, I don't see it very often.
And had you done that, you're just cribbing the notes from Deadpool. That's all you're doing.
Well, I don't know. Like there's a part where you can trace Lobo enough back before Deadpool existed, where you can go like, well, fuck you. Deadpool owes a lot to Lobo.
No, not in character design. I mean, it had that movie come out.
Right? Yeah. No, a lot of people are going to say like, oh, you're just doing Deadpool,
Yeah,
like they did with She-Hulk.
Yeah. I forgot that was even a compar. Just unnecessary.
She-Hulk was so good. Fuck
It
all
really
of you.
was good.
Fuck y'all. Fuck Jason Fuchs. Fuck everybody. It's like, yeah, what's the bit? We're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Half
There's not a better shorthand for that at this point, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but you know what? That's the thing is like I'm pretty sure I don't have any real authority here. I don't know. There's no way. You're not going to ever convince me that they have Jason Momoa as Lobo and they're not planning a fucking Lobo something after Supergirl.
I mean, that would be difficult, yeah. Back to my original point, though. It's like whatever amount of time Momoa gets to play this character in whatever capacity the future holds, it will not be enough for him.
No, probably not.
I know he's the kind of person who's effusive by nature, but the vibe I get from him very much is that like, no, for real, he actually means it this time. This is the thing he's really actually the most excited about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he's got that, giant Yellow Lab energy anyway.
Yeah. You remember like several months back or whatever, like last year or so when
he's Peanut Butter vibe.
Momoa?
A little bit. Just that fucking everything's positive, outgoing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mr. Peanut Butter fucks.
Whatever. Mr. Peanut Butter from
BoJack.
Yeah, BoJack. You know what I was thinking? Mr. Peanut.
No.
With the monocle and the top hat. And I'm like, yeah, he does wear a top hat from time to time.
No.
I was like, but the cane is the cane and axe he's about to throw. Like, what?
Oh God, yeah. That's.
But yeah, no, like, you know, I was gonna say, like, you know, whatever it was a year or so ago, whenever he was like, "Oh, I'll always be Aquaman." Like, as I read that on the page, I imagined him lighting a cigar and getting onto a motorcycle that hovered.
Oh yeah.
As he said, "Yeah, no, I'll always be Aquaman anyway."
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck that bastard, you know.
Yeah, it was up there with the Dylan, you know, smoking a cigarette. You know, how'd you get your voice to sound like that? Quit smoking.
I don't think that's what happened in real life.
It's not. It's apocryphal, but it's my version that I've.
Yeah, that is a Gossian apocryphal story there. That's oh my God.
Yeah,
but I love it.
It's beautiful that way.
I do enjoy that version.
It's tightly written that way.
So by the way, and I will end on this because this is the last thing I have. Gunn shared this. Superman was the second top selling Blu-ray disc of 2025.
That is really good. What was
That's
the
good.
first?
Wicked.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It makes sense once you.
That was preloaded.
Yeah.
Ooh, certain amount of people were gonna have that. I have a digital copy of Wicked, the first part,
Right.
because it was one of those things that everyone wanted to watch, and they were gonna watch it 7 times, and like, I'll just go ahead and grab it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, if I had to hear that fucking just the trailer one more time, I was gonna be in my basement picking out fucking drill bits to put through my skull.
Yeah. Stick with sharp if you can.
Here's my hot take that people will not like. But if 75% of the fucking song is just you doing a run, you're no longer singing. If all you're doing is just going, you're not fucking singing anymore. You're caterwauling. That's just making noise, dude. Like, it might take something. It might take some talent, some skill.
I mean, by most definitions of like singing,
to me, it
the
sounds like fucking
artfulness of
ants in my
vocal
brain.
work, that would the interpretation be, no, that's exactly the most singing. That's the most singing people are doing when they're singing.
But it sounds like ants in my brain.
It can. I get it. I mean, it's the interminability of the jazz riffing, you know.
No, you know what it is. You know what it fucking is. This is exactly what the fuck it is. It is the vocal version of fucking jam bands.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah,
and you're just like, get the fuck off the stage, fish.
Yeah.
Dave Matthews, I like your 3-minute version. I don't want to hear this much oppression to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would say because you keep playing.
Right.
You're not saying anything.
I would prefer the ants to have marched.
Anyway, that's all I've got, man. What do you want to do? You want to end there?
Yeah, let's call it.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this episode of DC On Screen, where I said fuck you to a whole bunch of people, including probably Ariana Grande and that lady that was holding her finger for a while, and whose name I've already forgotten. The lady who wouldn't let her eat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Enrivo, is that her name? I don't know.
I really genuinely don't remember, but I've only run across her in the context of this movie.
Yeah.
I'll give him credit for this though. There's some song where she's getting whipped around, like some song where she's actually singing while she's on a broomstick. And the story was that the entire soundtrack for that is done live, which if you listen to the recordings, you can kind of tell, like, it's a little pitchy here and there or something like that.
Yeah.
Except for Ariana, who is because I found that out when I looked up why is Ariana perfect and everyone else isn't, and then basically the answer was it's because she's perfect and everyone else isn't. Except for Alphaba's. We should look up her name at this point.
I think that's Cynthia Erivo.
Okay, there you go. Okay,
I think is it. I think that's what it is.
There we go. So short of her, who's also strong, but anyway. Point was, it was all a live performance, and the producer, everybody behind the scenes assumed that when she was running around on a broomstick, this would be the exception, except the sound guy, who apparently on a hunch was like, no, I'm going to mic this. I'm going to prepare and have the mics ready. And on the day, apparently, without everyone else was just ready, and she showed up and was like, all right, let's get on the broom and sing, and surprised everybody. And he was the one there that was like, no, I prepared for this eventuality.
Yeah.
But to her credit, yeah, it's just that's a deeply strong vocal fucking performance. It was impressive.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I mean,
there are impressive parts about it.
I get it, but
right there, you can be impressive that you can do something, but also I can hate that thing that you're doing. Where I'm just like, it's very impressive that you're doing this. I wish you wouldn't.
I heard it put very well recently on How Did This Get Made from June Dye and Raphael.
Uh-huh.
Just because something's hard doesn't mean it's good.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. All right. Well, I think we should end.
That's a solid piece of advice. Yeah. Thanks, June.
Also, Ariana Grande might be like perfect vocally, but she's terrible in relationships, and she's kind of an awful fucking person.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do you know that? Like, she was like with this dude. She like stole this guy who was with his high school sweetheart, and they were about to have a kid or something. And she like befriended the friend, and then she like fucking like befriended the wife, and then like took the husband, like just like convinced him. I don't know if she could. I mean, yeah, he's guilty too. Fuck him. But like, this is not the first time she's done this. She did that shit with Pete Davidson as well. Like, it's fucked up. Like, she over and over again, she does this kind of shit.
She's a dude thief.
Yeah, she's a dude thief.
Oh, that's odd.
Like, she was like blowing Pete Davidson backstage at SNL, according to Pete Davidson, while he was still dating Cassie David.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, destroyed that relationship. Like, apparently she's got some issues.
Yeah,
but good voice. You wouldn't think it to look at her. Speaking of hollow bones.
Yeah. She's frightened me for several years now as far as her health goes.
No, I'm not frightened.
Been physically worried. Like every time I've seen her for the last few years, it's been physically like there's a part of the paternal part of me is what kicks off. Like, oh God, get her help.
Yeah, like Ariana Grande is who you expect to see when you hear like a little kid giggle and you're like looking around in your haunted house.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You're like, you expect to see Ariana and you're like, oh God, she's here to break up my marriage.
Oh, she's
Jolene. It made her giggle.
That is Jolene.
I refuse to believe that.
We need to dress her up a little bit better.
Anyway. Oh yeah. Thanks for listening. If you want the ad-free version of this, patreon.com. As low as $1 gets you the ad-free episodes. So,
got Jolene in my head now. That's not a bad way to go out.
I mean, as long as you don't put it in mine.
You don't like Jolene?
It's an earworm, man. I'll never get it out. I mean, I'll wind up resorting to fucking come on, Eileen, to get it out. It's like the cartoon where you get the mouse and then the Porky gets the fucking cat to get rid of the mouse, and then the dog to get rid of the cat, and then then he's got like an elephant coming in to get rid of all of them.
Yeah, and it all ends at Mambo number 5.
Yeah, and then to get rid of the elephant, he puts another mouse in.
Right.
The cycle starts all over. All right. Until next time, keep some DC on your screen.
Bye.